Yay! Okay, so now it's working, I think. Let me just be sure. I gotta refresh my computer. And for those of you who do not know me, I'm actually Betsy Gillum, but I go by B, and I go by Busy Bee. So I've had a lot of people tell me, hey, we miss you. We miss seeing your face. We miss seeing your creative side. And so I'm back. I think it's been a couple of years, but I'm finally back. Hold on, let's check this. Okay, I know the lights are harsh, but we're gonna have the harsh lights so that we can do everything down here that we need to do. So, my setup has changed. I now set up in the kids' bedroom, the grandkids. And so it's kind of chaotic and a mess. So today, because my new passion is cups, so see, like Miss Linda's here. Hers, I still need one more coat, but she hasn't been in church, so I haven't rushed right through hers. This one is my daughter-in-law's, and you know, I made this cup, and then I found out my daughter-in-law has everything to make cups, so she needs to come play. I've also made some for friends, and I've sold a couple, and I've given some away to my daughter and my mom. So I don't have pictures of theirs, but they are on my page, so you can check that out. So anyway, I want to open my Happy Meal I just got. I've posted pictures when I got my big shipment of my cups, but this is something I'm super excited about. It's some waterslide paper, and I think it's holographic vinyl. So yes, I cut it. This actually came in a couple of days ago, but I haven't actually looked into it. I just cut it open so we can do the live. So let's look to see what we have besides my invoice. Okay, so I have my waterslide paper that I'm super excited to try and see how that goes for me. I got this from Courtney's Customs. She is one of the people that I follow and love all of her examples and her tutorials on YouTube, so check her out, Courtney's Customs. And I got this beautiful, it's color changing paper. So she sent the transfer sheets, if you know anything about vinyl. But look at this, the lights are really harsh, but you can check them out. Let's see if I can fan these out for you. I'm super excited to see how these work. So with the blue and the purple, there's a green in here, gold. There's that lime green. Look at that. I am so out of practice, I'm so sorry. So I'm super excited about this lime green to see what it does. So these are on my list. I don't know what cups I'm going to make to add these to them, but I'm super excited they came in. But what we're doing today, I've already mixed my epoxy. I have prepared and spray painted a black and a white 30-ounce skinny cup. And we're going to take the same color inks and put on both cups. And then we're going to check back in after they've spun to see how they go. So let me set these aside. All right, real quick, I want to give these cups one more wipe down and let them spin for just a second. But I'm gonna tilt you down so you can see the cups and no longer have to look at me and you can see what's going on. So I had to set my stand up right between them, so I'm gonna have to raise you up and then drop you down. So just hold tight. All right, let's see. I've got to see on my computer where they are. You can see I've got my inks and I have my epoxy right here. Oh, and the edge of my computer, how nice. So we actually need to come over just a little bit. So let's loosen this up so that we can get more centered on these. All right, hopefully that will do it. But I do want to wipe these down just a little bit more because I may or may not have touched them. I need to be sure they stay flat, but I don't need them too close to each other because I don't need to mess them up. So while we get everything ready, we're going to go ahead and wipe them down with 91% alcohol, just to make sure those fingerprints are not going to be there, because they will cause fish eyes all over my epoxy. That is one of the things I have learned, and I have learned to fix over and over again. I can't find my spray bottle, so we'll just keep doing it this way. So we're going to need the alcohol to evaporate before we put the epoxy on. So yes, I am so out of practice. I told Sarge I was going to go live, and he's like, "You're gonna do what?" For those of you who do not know, see, the black is coming off, so I'm gonna have to be really careful with this one. But I used to sell chalk couture, and I was live a lot. Not as much as I really should have been, but I was live a lot. And I have made some really great friends who just kind of missed the fact that I wasn't live anymore. A lot of friends who I no longer get to see on a regular basis, so they kind of missed it. I miss it too, to be honest with you. So I am putting on my gloves just to kind of protect myself from the epoxy and not to make a big mess, and keep my oils, my natural skin oil, off the epoxy. So as you hop in, be sure you say hi. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'm not going to use this. Let's go ahead and mix up another one. I guess I let it set too long. It has a short time frame, so let's just go ahead and mix up another batch. Now for these cups, because I want a very thin layer, but I want a very active layer, I am going to do 20 mils on each one. It looks like the video stalled. Can you still see? I don't know what's going on with my video, so we're just going to keep rolling. And if I have to edit it later, I will. But it looks like Facebook froze. So what I'm doing, I'm mixing the epoxy, part A and part B. And when I filled it, I actually start with part B because part A is heavier, and you get I get a more accurate reading on how much I have in here if I do it one at a time with part A, or with part B, then part A. if your mixture's off, then your cup will be sticky. You get those fish eyes, which is something I normally get. Okay, it looks like my phone is still going. So I'm going to refresh my computer. Maybe it's my computer's live. I don't see it on my computer anymore, but that's okay. We're going to keep going just as if it's there. So the colors I've chosen for today are actually a blue purple. Then I have signal yellow and fern green, and I love metallics. So we're going to start by putting the epoxy on the white skinny. So I've added the metallics to it. And then of course black and white, because we want to see how each will do on a black and a white tumbler. Now I personally kind of go at an angle to first put it on and then see what parts might still be missing to add more epoxy. I always hold my cup over my tumbler so that the drip will go there. So my hand is probably in your way, but since I've lost my Facebook connection on my computer, I don't know what you're seeing. Kind of work it through. I want to make sure I cover the bottom because that's just as important. When I do my cups, I do also put my logo on the bottom. So I like the pattern that we do to come out from underneath the logo. So tell me, has anybody who is watching or watches the replay tried doing cups? I know I'm kind of late. Apparently everybody started doing cups when COVID hit. And that's about the time I stopped going live and crafting all the time. I worked in the shop with Sarge quite a bit, and what we did, we made cutting boards, we made charcuterie boards, we also did Lazy Susans, stovetop covers. And Sarge is really great with just letting him do his creative. You let him be creative and then he's fine. But if you have a custom order you want done, he usually just kind of overjudges himself. Alright, so we're going to let that spin and we're going to go ahead and put the same colors on because I don't want this to set up too soon before we get our alcohol ink on here. So we're going to start with the Sunshine Signal Yellow. We're just going to put drops everywhere. I try to go at an angle to follow it. Now we're going to go ahead with the green. I have not used the yellow and the green before, so we'll see. Usually the cups I've been doing have been the coffee. Have you seen the coffee cups? It seriously looks like a cup of coffee. And I've done the purples and golds and the blues. This is more purple than blue. This will be interesting. I was really hoping it was more blue than purple. Alright, so I don't know if you can see because I'm kind of setting them over to the side. I'm just kind of putting them in line so I know what order I want to put them in on the black cup. So what are some of your favorite colors? Go ahead and share in the comments. I am going to start doing videos more often. Now let's just kind of drop this white in. Might need to shake this one up a little bit. So let's just kind of drop the white in and see how that's going to do. Alright, now some of my favorite are metallics. I love to either do metallics or I like to add the glitter. But for this video, we are just doing metallics. Oh, there's the video. Alright, so might need to get this gum barrel open. Pretty certain I've used it, but the top might be clogged, so let's just fix that. No. Try again. Well, what is wrong with my gum barrel? Let's go with silver. Gum barrel's my favorite, but we'll just try silver. There we go, we have silver, and it's squirting all over the place. Alright, now this one is pearl. It's the metallic pearl. So let's go ahead and get it on here. I like a lot of color on my cups, so I tend to use quite a few. Now what we're going to do real quick, I'm going to slide this over. We're going to tilt so we can get some movement, and I want to add a little more color to the bottom. There we go. I added the blue. I don't know if you can see it, but we have some movement going on, some swirl. Now, let's go the other way. You'll see it on the edge and sometimes inside the cup, which is really easy to clean off, so I don't ever worry about it. But I love the movements. Now it looks like there might be a few fish eyes popping up. Set this down for just a minute. Where is... Totally misplaced my alcohol spritz bottle. Yep. I don't know what I've done with it. Okay. So, we'll just do it this way. I like to spritz my... Oh, wait. Is it up here? Nope. I don't know if you saw it before, but I'm going to share with you. I love acrylic pours. That's some of what I've been doing over the last 2 years. And we have a tiny home / office we're working on. And so those are going to go into the office. Those are going to be the switch plates as soon as we're ready for them. So let's just do this real quick. And I go through a ton of gloves. I'm just going to tap the areas that look like they might be a little bit of a fisheye. That way we can go ahead and try to head off a future issue. Like those right there. You know, I love my husband. Sarge is fabulous. I don't know if you can hear Charlie in the background, but he is raising Cain. And so Sarge is in there taking care of him for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and mix up for the other cup real quick. Make sure I'm starting with my part B. Now, if Cassie is watching, or Cassie, if you watch the replay, tell me what epoxy you like. I heard something about one called FX, it's countertop, and that it works great in humid areas. So I think I want to check that out because Fort Worth has been pretty humid lately. So let's go ahead and mix this up. There's my, finally found my comments. Hi Glenda, hi Mom. Hey Nikki Lynn. Baby, I'm sorry I missed your shower yesterday. But I'll make it up to you this week. And after these cups, I'm going to do the cow print cups. So, I had Nikki actually requested a cow print cup, and then I had someone else. So I posted on here, which would you prefer, brown or black? And Nikki said black. So since I'm going to make Nikki a cup, I'm going to do black cow print spots. I'm hurrying, Nick. Thank you, hon, for joining with me. I gotta mix this other epoxy. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, see, they set up before I could really do anything. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm gonna have to get that out of there. So Now I know the epoxy I use, I cannot pre-mix before doing a video, so that's just one of those things. I don't know if I'll be able to do too many lives with my epoxy already pre-mixed. Now, I don't know if you can see, but we're gonna try. These little bubbles, for whatever reason, I get bubbles in my cup, but I don't get bubbles on, or I get bubbles in the measuring cup, but I don't get bubbles on my tumblers. So I've been very fortunate with this epoxy, but it's one of those, you just gotta kind of play and find out what works best for you. Everybody has their own preference. And what I use is Amazing Luminite. But it's the quick set. So the quick set sets up real quick apparently. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the black. We've got this one dot that I dripped over here. But let's go ahead and get this on here. And then we'll put the same colors on here in the same order. Sorry, I got quiet. I know it's really hard when doing a live video to keep chatting. So I'm going to keep chatting. And what I'm doing, I'm just making sure I get a clear coverage. And on the black, it's a whole lot easier to see. Make sure I have this fully covered. So if any of my old Chalk Couture friends are on here, if you need Chalk Couture supplies, or if you need any of the old stuff that's no longer around, let me know because I probably have it. Again, I only did 20 ounces, or 20 mLs on here of the epoxy because I want a very thin layer on here. This is a 30-ounce cup. I just need to be sure I've got clear coverage for the alcohol. All right. Let me look on the video and see if I can see anything different on the video than what we're seeing right here. Did it freeze again? Or is it that far behind me? Okay. There we go. There it is. If you do, you can use a torch. Yes, I have a heat gun I've been using, but I haven't gotten a torch yet. But I've seen where I can do the torch to get the bubbles out. It looks like, all right, I cannot see the yellow. We're just going to go on faith of what we get. So we'll add the green. I think I've only done one other black base cup. I'm telling you, I'm so out of practice on lives. Finally got it to where I can see the comments and the video at the same time. But it looks like the video froze. Okay, so that was the yellow, green, and the blue. We're gonna go ahead and pop the white in here. So maybe we can actually see some things happening. There we go. Now we're starting to see some color in there. I'm going to go ahead and pop the black in, just like we did over on our white cup when we popped white in so we could see it. Alright, so back to the pearl. Get it on here so we can maybe see some more movement. Oh my goodness, that was more than a drop. I think I'm going to put more color on here after we get this going. Let's add the gum barrel. My computer keeps showing freezing, so I hope it's not, the video's not freezing up on your end. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and add more of the other color that we weren't getting before. And then we'll go ahead and add the tilting so that we can get movement in our colors. But look at it, it's moving on its own without moving the cup yet. So I am pretty excited about that. I told Sarge I wasn't going to be on here for too long, and we've already hit about 30 minutes. Okay. Maybe just a little more white in a few areas. Okay. I am going to need to invest in some baby wipes for this room so I can wipe my hands off. But let's go ahead and tilt this black cup. It was already moving on its own, so I am super excited about that. And this is where I can tell where I'm already getting those fish eyes. So we'll go in and tap some of those a little bit. I have to say the colors look a bit brighter with the white cup right now. So we'll see how they turn out with the black. Let's go ahead and get this back in here. There we go. All right. I just need to clean my hands real quick. Sorry. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put a glove on and take care of those fish eyes. And I'm going to let these spin overnight. And then in the morning before I head to work, I'll take a quick little video and post it in the comments here so that you can kind of see what's been going on with it. Let's see. We have some right in here. bottom looks fairly good. I don't know where that pink came from. My video shut down on me on my computer, so hopefully you guys are able to see all of this. So we're gonna let those spin. I'm really starting to dig it because color's starting to pop out. Let me just see if I can get this computer going again. If not, no big deal. I will post in the comments an update in the morning of what these turn out. Right now, this is absolutely my favorite. Look how bright and vibrant. But these aren't bad so far. So y'all have a great evening. Thank you for joining for my first live in like for freaking ever. Let's go ahead and drop it and tilt it just so I can say goodbye the right way. Come on, there we go. Hey, there we go. All right. So thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me, and y'all have a great evening. I'll check with you later. Bye.